I would like to welcome you to the 2017 Relay for Life of Raton, Colfax County. In the 15 years, or 16 years, that relays have been held in Colfax County and Raton, it is estimated that we have raised over $500,000 for the American Cancer Society. I believe I speak for the American Cancer Society, this year's event leadership team, and every event leadership team since the inception of Relay for Life in Raton, Colfax County, when I say to you, the citizens of Raton and Colfax County, thank you very much for your continued generosity and support. We could never do this without you. I'm going to go from memory. Relay for Life began in May of 1985 with one man, Dr. Gordon Gordy Clatt. And he, in Washington, he walked around a track for 24 hours, raising money and awareness for what was the nation's biggest health concern, which is cancer. Still, the nation's biggest health concern. I think this is working at okay. Let me think now. The funds that American Cancer Society receives, they come from private donations from citizens. There's very few that come from grants. Or rather, they come from private donations through events like the Relay for Life. Relay for Life is one of the largest fundraisers for the American Cancer Society. The funds raised from Relay for Life are used to fund resource services for cancer patients, to provide support to cancer patients, to caregivers, and also to survivors, to provide education, awareness, prevention, and screenings, and finally, to fund research in the ongoing quest to find a cure. In April of this year, I was contacted by Doreen Conley of the ACS in Albuquerque. For years, the event leadership team has tried to get better resources for the cancer patients of Raton and for Colfax County. It's been a long road, and Doreen finally heard our call, and she came and met with us in June. There's a small group of us, had a very candid, fruitful discussion, and through that discussion, what we found was when cancer patients call the ACS 800 number from a rural area like Raton, you end up going in a circle of being transferred from one 800 to another. And finally, in frustration, many of you don't get any resources at all. I now have a number directly to the patient navigator at UNM Hospital who can get you the resources that you need without going through the roundabout transfer through the 800 number. The 800 number is a valuable resource and is still available, but if you find yourself getting frustrated, please see me or any other ELT and we'll get you that information. That was a short-term and immediate solution, but during that discussion, thanks to our survivorship chair, Eric Armstrong, he is not shy. He said, what about the bigger picture? Let's look big. So Doreen is now going to work with Eric. They're planning a meeting in August with Eric and other staff from MCMC, with ACS provided professional grant writers to find private funders who will hopefully sponsor an oncology chair, a permanent long-term oncology chair at MCMC. This will alleviate the need of travel for many cancer patients and the burdens and the expense and the exhaustion that come with that. So this year's ELT and every ELT before, we are very excited that we were able to act as liaisons between the Miners Colfax Medical Center here in Raton and American Cancer Society to hopefully reach this goal in the very near future. On a personal note, with Relay 7 years ago, my sister Henrietta came to me and she said, you want to go to the cancer walk? Because that's what it's called here. I had no idea what that was, but it was a pretty interesting name for an event. And I thought, well, why not? So I met her here, and it was the evening. Luminarias were already glowing. At that time, relay was a really big deal in Raton. Thousands of people were here. That track was filled. And this grassy knoll was filled with people line dancing, playing games, wearing light-up jewelry, buying food. And there were people constantly on that track. They did not stop. And I saw the luminarias, and I asked Henrietta, what are these? And she said, oh, she said, these are really cool. You buy them, and they represent either somebody who has cancer or somebody who passed away. And I said, really? And she was like, yeah. She said, I have one for my Aunt Betty. And so we went looking for Aunt Betty's, but as we looked for Aunt Betty's, I started looking for other names, thinking maybe I know somebody. To my great surprise, I knew many. There were many. Friends and family, sometimes that I didn't even know had had cancer. Friends and family that I didn't know had lost their battle. And I was humbled. And at that moment, I knew that Relay for Life was something that I had been missing, that I did not know that I had missed. At this place, I found somewhere where I could fellowship with other people who were grieving the loss of someone they lost to cancer. In this case, my mother. In this place, I found some place where I could meet with others in support and prayer of somebody who currently had cancer. And at that time, that was my friend Cheryl Raby Keel in Texas. It was at this place that I found that I could celebrate the life of someone who had survived cancer, which was at that time and to this day is my stepmother. So I was hooked. I continued to walk for the next couple of years. And then I met Candace Maria, and she said, let's do a relay team. I said, okay. So I met with Jamie. Jamie got us started. Mercy got us started. And that's how my team, over in that corner, Walk to Remember, was formed. 5 years old. And then, a few years later, Judy Phelps saw me in the kitchen turning in money. She said, you're joining the ELT next year, aren't you? Oh, no, Judy, I don't know how to dance. Diana said, you don't have to dance. Diana lied. I had to dance. So I said, okay, I'll think about it. Walking out of Dollar General, I run into Mercy. Hey, you said you're joining the ELT, didn't you? I don't know, Mercy, I'm team captain. Oh, it's real easy. You're going to love it. Okay, give me a small thing. If you nothing with money, nothing big. We're going to make you team development. That's a small role, Mercy? And she said, oh, yeah, it's easy. You just tell teams what to do. I'm good at telling people what to do, so I was like, all right, cool. Well, as time went on, I found out I was busier and busier, and team development was not a small role at all. So I called Jamie and I said, hey, Jamie, I asked for a small role. Is team development a small role? She laughed. No, it's the second biggest role to event lead. Mercy joined Diana. She also lied. Oh, I said, okay. Did that for 2 years. And then this year, there was talk about shutting down the relay. And I said, oh, no. We're not going to shut down this relay. If I have to lead, I will. But you guys need to get me a co-lead. Somebody's going to have to go on the radio and take the pictures and do the speeches and stuff. Because I'm so shy. I don't want to do that. And Jamie said, that's okay. We got you covered. I'll do it if I have to. Jamie also lied. Now I stand before you. I've been on the radio. I love you too. Been on the radio, been in the newspaper, and here I am, and I handled money and the 2 roles in relay, and I wouldn't have missed any of it for the world. People say, why do you do this? You take away time from your friends and family. It seems like so much work. And I won't lie to you, it is a lot of work. But there's passion in this work. There's love. Sometimes there's hate. We get on each other's nerves. There's anger. There's frustration. There's joy. There's peace. But through it all, there's hope. These people are my friends. They're my family. Outside of my family, if I need something, I know I can call on any of them, and they will be right there with me. And as for taking time away from my friends and family, they're over there. And some of them are over here among you. I didn't take away time from my friends and family. I took away time from a TV program, a nap, a moment of boredom, a glass of wine, time outside, things that are worth sacrificing for what this cause can do and what this cause means. It was much easier than I thought it would be. Even though it was hard, it was much easier than I thought it would be. And if you choose to get involved, I think you will find out that it's much easier than you think it can be. I like to think of Relay for Life as a healthy, vibrant body in motion. We all know the heart of Relay is the survivor. But did you know that the soul of Relay is the caregiver? And the mind of Relay is American Cancer Society. And the feet, the hands, the movement, that's you and me. Every step you take on this track today stands for something. You have joined the fight against cancer. Today, just by being here, you are saving lives. Don't forget that. Thank you very much for being with us today. Please enjoy what we have planned for you. And remember, today, while you're talking the talk about cancer, you also get to walk the walk. Thank you very much.